Okay, we are doing this. We are live. Pero va a estar raro porque yo estoy acá y tú estás acá. You know, deal with the weird. Let's deal with the weird. Es que I have a lot of light. A ver. Así. ¿Así está mejor? See, because you can kind of see the watercolor. This is the watercolor. Here we go. This is cool. Ah! Okay. You guys, please look at these stickers. Por favor. Güey, me encantan. This is Estela Nutella. This is Bear. This is Mr. Cringe. This is going to be my business card. Welcome to Playdate. Okay. We are focusing. Here's what needs to happen today. This is my notebook where I always keep... It always needs... Es que está difícil, güey, las cámaras y la luz y las pinturas y la compu so that I can read. You know what I mean? It's a little hard, pero we're going to figure it out. This is my gel notebook where I write all the playdates in. Like, instead of having note cards, and it's all full of Care Bears, because if there's any, like, cartoon that goes with Playdate, I think it's Care Bears, because they care. The bears care. So anyway, this is where I put the plate, like when I write down the flow of the show and the questions that I have and sort of the order of the questions that I have. And I also, like, lay out what the Playdate it's going to be. Like, we're playing this game, we're doing this craft or this craft. And I just thought this was cooler. By the way, I was looking for these. I just thought it was cooler than note cards. You know what I mean? So anyway, let's go. I'm really, what's the word? Overwhelmed with love, but also really tired, but also just like feeling, oh, it's 2:22. Hi, 2:22, welcome. This was the big week. Like, this is the week that I've been prepping for. I was like, oh my God, Year of the Fire Horse, here we go. For so long, I was like, what is going to be my Playdate? Like, from the moment of course, you want to be here. It's que every time, literally, he's never here, you guys, unless the camera is on. Which, like, of course you are. Of course you are. Can you see these kids? I want to tell you about the Playdate premiere party, you guys. It was so special. It's really cool to throw parties because you get to lead and you get to tell people what to do. And you get to be like, it's my party and this is what we're doing. I need more water. Hold for water, please. And I really wanted to have... I have very big feelings around launching this show because I've been prepping this show and working on this show for very long. And there's been, if you go to my YouTube page, there's like different versions of the show. There's like the Playdate on Instagram Live. And then last year in February, which I think is so funny that it's the same dates. In February, I was like, I'm going to do Playdate by myself. Meaning I'm just going to like this, basically. Paint and talk, you know, and go on hikes and talk. And I got this really cool little camera that lets me record my whole hike. And so I started doing solo Playdates. And every time I start talking, like, one topic would sort of enter the room, or I knew that I would be talking about like being single in your 30s or 40s or 50s, being a single woman, or, you know, how to navigate anxiety, or how to go from like paranoia to pronoia, just like talking about, like, letting mama do the talking while I play, basically, which is the whole thing about Playdate. I need brushes. Where could they be? Oh, aquí. Ay, te enseño mi huichol. Look at this huichol. He's a little ajolote, way. He's so pretty. Lo compré en Cabo con mi familia. And I have the best story. Esta es para Sophie. Fuimos a la tiendita del hotel y vi ese ajolote. Y yo, madre mía, o sea, rosa con teal. I was like, and I've always wanted like a good little huichol. Y amo los ajolotes. Y dije, güey, me la voy a comprar. O sea, este huichol va a ser mío. Pero como que no me preocupé. Como que sabía que era mío. Entonces no lo compré en ese momento. Pero soon after me encargué de comprarlo y de que ya no esté disponible. Y llegó, pero mi sobrina no se enteró. Y llegó, güey, me faltan mis brushes. They are important. No, güey. Aquí están. Es que mira, son los flaquitos. ¿Los ves? ¿Se alcanza a ver? Flaquito. Ahí están. This is what people do. I'm a professional. Pero anyway, mi sobrina llega al restaurante y me dice, tengo una noticia horrible, no sabes, es horrible. Y yo, ¿qué pasó? Dice, ya no está el ajolote. Y yo lo compré. Pero I remember that her face, she was like, no, it's gone. Anyway, it's with me, it's mine. Here we go. This is the premiere week of Playdate, and this is what Playdate looks like. And I thought that I want to come in here, hopefully once a week. Oh, I need the pictures, the reference photos. There we go. Once a week to like talk about the Playdates and the week and sort of just bring you into my creative process and this watercoloring, personal watercoloring for my guests, which honestly has been a really smart idea. Okay, I have to block something, not the chat, although the chat is like silent. It's just me in here. But that's okay. No! So I guess I'm going to tell you about what I'm painting and then we can talk about the premiere. Es que the premiere was so special. I have one of the most special play dates for me coming up, shooting-wise, I mean. Because you're not going to see this for a long time. Not till like May, I think, or late April. This play date with this watercolor. You know what I mean? It's a wild thing, committing to having a show every week. The work is like never stops. O sea, neta, güey. O sea, every day I have to make sure something's happening while also like prepping and shooting the show. But then like prepping for the release and the reels and every day, like, and right now, all that is like me, you know? I mean, I have a beautiful like PR team and a beautiful editor that I love so much. Pero güey, sort of like making sure that things get done and delivered and everything is like, okay, it's every day because you need like the description one day while you're editing episode 3 and 4, but then you're promoting episode 1 and then it's a release, but also we have to be finishing episode 2 and actually uploading it to YouTube. So, o sea, güey, no mames, es un chingo de trabajo. Pero it's fun and I'm figuring it out. And if I fuck up along the way, please forgive me. I'm doing my best. Mira, ay, ¿a poco no está gorge? Es my little fort. Yo lo pinté, güey. La taza así venía naranja perfecta y dije, le voy a poner mi fort. Y for the premiere, ahí voy. Déjame tomar un café, chingada madre, deja hablar. Güey. Qué delicia, madre mía de mi vida. Ok. ¿Qué te está diciendo? Del fort. Que yo lo pinté. See, that I gave these little cups as prizes. I made 2 as trophies. We had the Oreo face-off, which you haven't seen because there's only 1 episode out, but it's in the trailer. And the first 2 people to get the Oreo from their forehead to their mouth got a prize. We also play charades, which is celebrity, you know, the one I'm talking about where people put in names and then, sorry, I have to pay attention. But no, aquí no hay nadie todavía. I don't think. Honestly, I'm covering the place that says if there's anyone here. No, pero no hay nadie aquí. It's okay. It's just me. Lo importante es que yo me acostumbre a venir. a venir a jugar con ustedes y a saludarlos y a platicar un ratito mientras trabajo. Esa es la parte que no he logrado avanzar en el trabajo, güey, chingados. Pero bueno, this was a big week because I've been talking about the show for so long. ¿Cómo quiero hacer esto? Blue and gray. Can you kind of see you can kind of see it. It's not great. Es que la otra opción es nada más ponerte aquí, pero luego no me ves a mí. O sea, qué tragedia, ¿no? No, ya voy a trabajar. Sí voy a trabajar. Tengo que. So what I'm doing today is doing a watercolor of my guests that I'm shooting this Monday. We shoot 2 episodes a day, which is tricky, just energy-wise. But it is more, honestly, it's a budget thing, is what it is. Like, para, como se dice, take advantage of the setup. And shoot 2 episodes in one day is just like economically better as far as producing is concerned. And I guess a lot of shows do it, but if I was a diva, or when I get to diva status and someone else is paying to make the show, not me, when I get to that, I'm doing 1 episode a day, porque desde la preparación, güey, es un chingo de trabajo. Prepararme para cada guest, which I love. I really enjoy it. But if I could space it out and just focus on one person a day and then just give all of my energy to that one person, that would be nice. Pero la verdad no me estoy quejando porque ha sido la cosa más divertida. Shoot these playdates. I'm so excited that you finally... Oh, there's a person here! Hola. Yo nomás estoy platicando playdate y pintando. And I was just saying that it's such a joy to make this show. Como que no me había entrado how fun it would be. Like, because I was sad because I thought that making the mural was so fun. And I was so sad to be done with the set. It was 4 months of my life. And I sort of like didn't stop to realize how amazing it would be to shoot these episodes. And it's so fun. And it really is like, they're having so much fun. We have so much fun. Y ya por fin I can share the show, you guys, because I haven't been able to, I've just been talking about Playdate for so long. Y ya, güey. Ya era hora de compartir, qué pedo. I'm going to check the chat every now and then, even though it's quiet in here. So let me tell you about what a love bomb is. It's basically, as I've shared in the first episode, I'm like a very intense fan of things. When I love something, I'm intense about it. And I thought it would be cool. I had this idea to love bomb people. Like, if I was ever to be a critic and go to theater and like post my opinions on things, it would just be talking about what I love hard. Other people can worry about talking about what's not that great. I mean, I'm not saying I don't have opinions. I have strong opinions. Pero I like to, like, if I'm going to put out there, if I'm going to put content out there, if I'm going to speak about someone else out there, it's going to be to love them, not to like talk shit about them, because we're all doing our best and we're all putting ourselves out there and we're all just trying to be brave. I mean, the ones that are putting themselves out there. So I'm not going to be like, that's bad, you know, unless it's like offensive and I feel very strong about it and I have to say something about it. Pero for the most part, this is a place where I like to like just love hard and celebrate people's trying, celebrate the trying more than the success, you know. Also, of course, the successes are amazing and a big deal. Pero ¿a qué iba? My point is that I started doing these like love bombs on social media where I would just like love hard on things, on people that I've seen. Like, I did a Jinx Monsoon love bomb because I'm obsessed with her, and I went to see her in O'Mary, and I was like, I did not know, ma'am. So, and then she like commented on it. O sea, me muero, güey. Pero bueno, I love a love bomb. And I was like, Playdate's going to start with a little love bomb. And what that is me geeking out on my guest, like telling them why I love them and how much I love them. And it's honestly been such a special part of this process because to get to like love that hard unapologetically feels lovely, but also it's just low-key the best way to like start the show or like to welcome my guest, to be like, I made this piece of art for you, this little piece of art for you, which is what I'm doing right now. And this is why I think you're amazing. And that's why if someone's on my show, you have to know I love them. I love that person. I've been realizing lately that like some people are going to want to do Playdate that I'm not going to want to do Playdate with. Sorry. Pero if I don't love them, the show doesn't work. Because prepping their Playdate and trying to like excite them and writing a love letter, like it only works if I'm obsessed with the person. I'm easily obsessed with artists and with anyone who is brave and courageous and going out there and like living a big life and daring to fail. You know, I love those people. And so it's just cool that I get to love them unapologetically and I don't have to pretend to be cool, because that does not work for me. I tried many years pretend to be cool. Y no, güey, dijo Dios. Pero you know you are not, mi amor. Está bien, no pasa nada. I now know that how intensely I love things is a superpower. La verdad. La verdad. And my favorite thing is how my guests are really feeling very loved. O sea, they leave the show. They say that they're like in a dream state, in like a flow state, pero no se están quedando dormidos. They're having fun, but they're just like pressing it with me. And it's just been a real joy, and I'm excited to make them more. And I'm excited. And if you like it at all, por favor, güey, por favor, give us a like, a subscribe, a share, Apple Podcast review. However, if you like this show, honestly, like, help me, please. I just want the show to like live and breathe on its own. And I don't mean on its own like without me. I just mean I want to keep making it, you know? And right now, it's all self-produced. It's just like me and God. And for the show to grow, we need an audience, we need sponsors, you know, all those things. We need the algorithm to show this to you so that, and to show it to other new people. So anyway, you know how it is. You know how you can help. But I just told you also, if you didn't know, hot tip, oh, there's a person. Hi, person. Let me see if I can see your name. Is that a thing that I can see? No, I just see that there is a human here. Well, you and I are cozying up to. All I'm doing right now is prepping for the playdates that I'm shooting on Monday and talking about premiere week and what a nerve-wracking thing it is to premiere a show. You know? Oh, you left. Se fue, güey. Se fue, me dijo, no quiero hablar contigo. It's okay. The music that's on is Sound Epidemic. Ooh, I have a text. ¿Cómo sé si creerles al... ¿Cómo sé si estas cosas son de verdad? Or I'm being pranked? I don't know. Anyway, the music that's coming on is really macabre. Pero it's Sound Epidemic so that I can stream, so that there can be sound on my video. So yeah. Pero okay, vamos a pintar, güey. Vamos a pintar. I'm painting. These are my coach's kids. My coach's name is Liz Kimball. I hope she doesn't see this before she comes to Playdate. She won't. She's tired today. And she's flying in from New York to do this Playdate with me, which just means the world. And I just can't tell you how this woman has changed my life. She really sort of like helped me wake up and connect to my own magic in a way that I didn't know I was sort of allowed to. I'm very moved that she's coming, like, and so honored to have her in my fort. O sea, and te lo juro, way, that this woman is like a gift. To get to listen to this woman and to get to hear this woman is a gift, but to get to play with her, o sea, me muero. And she really has been present for the entire conception, and conception of Playdate. I met her in 2022 and we started working together 2023, and the summer of 2023 is when I first thought of Playdate and I first started doing on Instagram Live. And now she's coming to do a Playdate with me and I cannot. So anyway, these children that I'm painting are her children. The pictures that, oh, my dog farted. Oh my God. Wow. Can you see him? Sí, ¿verdad? Mi gordo hermoso, lo amo. There's nothing better than painting with my dog in my lap or doing Playdate, like just living my life and working with my dog on my lap. O sea, that's all I want forever. I'm in